Hello, Pisces. How are you? Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Pisces, we are going to find out what the hell your deal is, man. Where's your deal? I'm kind of transforming this into the mask you wear. Because that's really the kind of the big question here. But it gives us an idea about, you and then the persona you and how this is affecting your life and yada, yada, yada. So that's what we're going to do, Pisces. I'm going to use... I have my Tarot of Positive Clarity ready to go. I have my Energy Oracle deck, and I have my Karma cards. So I'm not going to use a teeny tiny tarot deck to clarify, as I often do when I do my readings. I'm going to build up the layers of this reading, starting with the tarot, then with the Energy Oracle, and then with the Karma cards. So it's kind of interesting. So yeah, let's get started. It is a general reading, and because it's general, it may or may not resonate. When something doesn't resonate, it probably like, I don't get this reading at all. That means it's not for you. So that's what resonate means. Just saying that. Anyways. So yeah, if it does resonate, you're like, oh yeah, this is me, and you're drawn to it, there will be an extended. The extended link is at the top of the description within this video. All right. Pisces, Pisces. Let's get started. Pisces, the mask you wear. You really are. Okay, you really are drawing. I saw this. I saw this card. Where did I see it on the split? Or something. I kept seeing it when I was shuffling. The Three of Swords. Who you are. You're heartbroken. You have a heartbreak. Let's keep going. We have to develop this. This is a layered reading. The mask you're hiding behind. Oh, the Queen of Wands. It's like very theatrical, really got it going on, really look confident. Wow, that's a good mask. You know what? If anybody gonna hide themselves well, I just want to say it'd be a water sign. It would be a water sign. And you're doing it. Like the mask. Look at this. She's taking a bow. Success. I'm getting the impression almost like you have everything you could want, or you've really got it going on, or yeah, but really like deep down inside, you're heartbroken. And maybe someone walked away, or maybe you walked away from something. Why you hide your true self? The Six of Pentacles. Wow, what I'm hearing with that is my problems aren't everyone's problems. Like, it's just like it's almost like there's a necessity to do certain things or show up in your life in a certain way. So that's like, you got to give of yourself. So you don't, you can't. Yeah. Interesting. You have kind of, I feel like too, like you have a responsibility to give a part of yourself right now. So you can't really, you can't show everyone this Three of Swords, or how this affects your relationships. Wow, the Strength card. This is such an interesting Strength card. Look at this angel is touching this other person's hand, and the hand comes from the mind, and the mind is a cloud with barbed wire. So, okay, on some level, I think you produce strong relationships because you don't allow everyone to know everything going on in your life, right? That seems kind of healthy, actually. Not everyone needs to know. But I do want to say, too, that on another level, I'm sorry if I'm struggling. I had an adjustment with a thing in my mouth this week. Struggling to talk. The other level with this card, oh, there's a few actually. I feel like you're also getting some strength from like ethereal guidance from your spirit guides. It's almost another message. Like, I don't know how that affects your relationships. I actually don't know that it does, but the other part that I'm getting in terms of how it does affect your relationships is that I think it can leave people a little bit confused, perhaps about where they stand in terms of relationship with you, because they don't know all the facts. So maybe there's like a part of an intuitive nudge that other people get that says, you know, there's something more than I'm missing here about Pisces. So far, like your energy, well, I won't say it's really good, but this, you know, that's a difficult energy to have. Advice for you. The Two of Pentacles, you know what? Just continue to still manage your day-to-day, what you have coming at you. Keep balance in your life. One foot in front of the other. Outcome if you follow the advice, the Hanged Man. Oh, now isn't this curious? So look at this. The Hanged Man and Strength card. Look at how the angels are trying to reach out to the Hanged Man. Right? And his head is down here, but they're trying to get a message to the mind. But they can't. They can't, your angels can't get a message to your mind, because your mind is, it's almost like you've protected your mind on some level too. Like, almost like you've harbored some sort of a truth based on experience that you've been through in life and nothing else. Like, you protect that truth. But yet there's a part of you that's reaching out. Wow, that's fascinating. Yeah, there's a truth within your mind. And when I say harbor, like it's in a safe spot there. It's in the harbor, right? It's not out in the ocean. It's harbored in your mind. It's not moving around, so it doesn't move. Like you have, there's some sort of perspective that you have here. And maybe it is about relationships because, you know, I'm asking where this card sits, how does this affect your relationships? Like the mask that you wear as opposed to what's really going on inside of you. But most of the answer I'm getting is how, like, your angels, your guides, the universe is trying to talk to you. Because I feel like whatever this is has mentally affected relationship for you. And you have a belief system that you've built around it, and it's so well protected. This is not just barbed wire. There's like electricity moving around here too. It's a storm. It's a storm to get in there for your guides. All right, so what you can expect is they're going to change things up. The universe is going to change some stuff up for you. You know, you're being advised, you just go about your shit. You know, don't worry about anything. But you are about to get a big hit on a change of perspective about something. Maybe about relationships. I feel like this is just you doing what I gotta do. Oh, it's time to go and do this. Okay, yep. And then, boom, you need to be turned upside down because they cannot get to your brain. They can't get into your head about a message. So it's as if, honest to God, it's like your angels are trying to, they're going to do something here to try to change your perspective. And it has to be indirect. Because trying to go directly to your brain isn't working. Whoa, what is this? The Emperor, the Empress, and the King of Wands. Well, I don't know. This is about a relationship. That's pretty intense. That's also very intense energy. Something about, okay, I want to just focus on you for a minute here. I mean, this could be something bigger. Because there is, I almost don't even get much of a message about, like, other human being relationships. I'm really getting a message here about your relationship with your spirit guides, with the angels, with the cosmos, with the heavens. The Emperor and the Empress, two extremely powerful divine counterparts. and the King of Wands. Oh, the Queen of Wands is here too. Okay, there's something going on about, I picked this, I was picking up this message before it dawned on me the Queen of Wands was also on the table. But there's something about masculine or feminine energy, how you're using it or how you're understanding it. How you're understanding divine masculine, divine feminine energy archetype. The King of Wands is here. But the mask that you're hiding behind is the Queen of Wands. I think you're supposed to be more King of Wands. Like, I feel like you're supposed to be utilizing more masculine energy. Oh, I don't know what that is. So interesting. Yeah, this is a layer. Let's start peeling back these layers, Pisces. Envy in the Temple Path. It's interesting. Who you really are. The Three of Swords, Envy and the Temple Path. You're envious of a spiritual path here. Or you see someone taking some sort of a spiritual path that you can't take. Like, you know, maybe there's someone around you who, maybe there's someone who used to be around you and has gone on a more spiritual quest, is doing something more spiritual with their life or has more time. I kind of feel like more time to invest in like their spiritual life here. And the Three of Swords, like this is heartbreaking. The mask you're hiding behind, the Queen of Wands, the happy family. It's literally like everything is okay. Everything is fine. Don't look here. Everything is fine. Don't look here. Why you hide your true self? The Six of Pentacles. Shit. Check this out. Look at this, throwing money. Why you hide your true self? You know, on some level, this has a little bit of a feeling of having money, having wealth, having resource, but not having the deeper journey. Having money, having resource, having wealth, and sharing that. I feel like you feel called to do that. This is why you hide your true self. On some level, this looks like you have it all. I'm going to say that. It looks like you have it all. Because the mask that you're hiding behind, like you're very successful, you're very beautiful, you're very creative, very dynamic, a great leader in your own right. And like too, I mean, reflective of in your family or in your family dynamic. But that's a mask. It's a mask. It's a mask for someone. What I said too at the beginning of this, like if something resonates or it doesn't, it's also important to remember the spirit brings a message for who needs to hear it most, right? So I know like some people sometimes are like, my Cynthia always resonates with me and now she's not. What's going on? It's because you don't need a message today, right? So this is a pretty profound message. Actually, that happened with Aquarius too. So Six of Pentacles in the door to value. Now, this is why you hide your true self, because, well, you have an awful lot to give monetarily. And you do. So maybe you're very charitable. I mean, maybe you have to well, everybody has to work. Well, not everybody. I guess there's some people that don't. But most people have to work on some level here to produce some sort of money and sustenance for themselves. I feel like you literally, on the outside, you look like you have it all with your family. And then I also feel like that either you do have quite a bit monetarily and you do like to share, to give to charity, help your friends out, help your family out whenever you can, and be there to do that. But I also feel like dropping this mask, maybe that would affect your monetary. It would affect you monetarily for some reason. You can't take a more spiritual path because you got to do what you got to do. Yeah. And so, yeah, you hide your true self because you know what? Well, I need money because I need to feed myself. I need to be able to give. Like maybe you do have a family that you... behind. Okay, so how this affects your relationships, right? The Strength card. The Garden and the Gate. Again, it's like the angel's trying to come through to tell you something. She has got the key around her neck to get through that gate. It's like always on the cusp of something with a relationship, but never quite there. Did not just see that. Sorry, it's snowing, like, it's been snowing here for over 12 hours and like crazily. I was up to my knees after 12 hours of snow when I went to take Lily for a walk. And I think it's doubled 10 in about 5 hours, probably up to my waist now. I just saw someone had their German Shepherd hooked up to a sled pulling the dog down the road. It's kind of funny. So yeah, this feels like how it affects your relationships. Always like about ready to do something, but not. And then you don't. And then your angels cannot they can't change your mind about something. That's the biggest relationship problem right now, is that your angels, your guides are having difficulty changing your mind or perspective or getting through about some sort of truth to you that you actually have the key to initiate whatever it is here. You have the key to this. Hello. You have the key to this, Pisces. You're hearing me. I feel like honestly, God, I feel like your angels saying, just keep saying it. Just keep saying it. You have the key to whatever this edge is that you stand upon. Advice for you. Oh, well then. You've got time. You got time for love. The Two of Pentacles and the door to romance. This is funny. Almost kind of feels like maybe saying to yourself, well, I don't have time. I don't know how I would do that. Or I don't know how I would invest in that. Or you're being told that, you know what, you can find a little bit of space here for this. It's even just opening your heart. But who you really are is the Three of Swords. I'm not going to lie, Pisces. This is the one sign that I have found the most often when I come in to do the reading, where if it goes anywhere towards the romantic end, I get the most like hit backs. No, I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about it. And it probably won't happen in this reading now because I called it out. I mean, that's kind of like, you need to ask yourself why. And it's not always about you. So it could be about other people too that maybe do want to hear about it. But I do get that a lot in this category. And it's kind of coming up here because there's something's broken your heart. I feel like too, maybe being envious of people. Maybe this could have something to do with people who connect with others, like find a true soulmate even. You know, like envious of this temple path. And there's some level of soulmate here. It's not like I'm pushing a narrative. You have the King and Queen of Wands with the Emperor and the Empress right beside each other. And then you have the door to romance. So I'm not pushing a false narrative on that. I really don't think so. There's definitely something here about, you know, who you really are is envious of others, perhaps, who have deep spiritual connections with other people. But it's curious what that happened. So I don't know, maybe you don't have this with your partner. Or maybe you don't think you do. Because there is going to be some sort of re-looking at stuff. Either you don't, or you don't think you do. Or you don't think you will. Like if you don't have a partner yet. All right. Outcome if you follow the advice. Action. Huh. Interesting, right? Like you need a hot minute here to... Your angels need a hot minute here to get you to see something. And then you will have action. You will have movement. Towards what? I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep going. Third chakra at the bottom. Confidence. 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 Let's go to the karma cards. I'll tell you, something changed over the weekend. I was getting a lot of kind of repeat energy. Different stories, but very similar energy in terms of masks. Aquarius and you have just hit it out of the ballpark today. Yeah. Really deep, though. This feels like, yeah, this is the kind of shit we all gotta know, right? All right, karma cards. Who you really are. The third house, your ideas, short-term thinking, and trips. Who or what is around you? Well, I'm going to say, yeah, well, that would make sense. I was going to say you're very mutable. You are. Pisces is a mutable sign, so that does make a lot of sense. The third house, right? This is Gemini. You are a thinker. But hello, your ideas right now are more short-term based on who or what is around you presently or has been. Isn't that an interesting aha? I really like these cards now that I'm starting to figure out how to use them for myself as a reader. The ideas that you have about perhaps soulmate, about a deep spiritual connection with someone are based on short-term thinking, based on who or what is around you now or has been around you. There's something about your thinking here that your angels are really trying to get in there. And gosh darn it, you've got it wrapped around barbed wire and electric fence. The mask you're hiding behind. Neptune. Wow, you are a deceptive little shit, aren't you? But you are Pisces, Neptune. Okay, so you do inspire others. Be prepared to sacrifice. Yielding is the only way. Okay, I'm just going to say, I don't know that you take all your own medicine. I don't know if any of us really do, to be honest. So, the mask that you're hiding behind, you are cloaking yourself like, oh, I could imagine Pisces could cloak. Holy shit. Now, okay, I feel, sorry, this is interesting. I feel like you start to believe some of this mask. Because look at this. Okay, you have inspire others. That's very Queen of Wands. Be prepared to sacrifice. Now, that I'm picking up over here on who you really are. Because there is a sense of some sort of sacrifice going on over there, big time. You're seeing other people accomplish something that you're not, or having experience that you're not. But yet you still find ways to inspire others. It's almost like saying, well, you know what? You just got to be prepared to sacrifice some things to get what it is that you think you want. Or yielding is the only way. When there are roadblocks, the only way forward is to stand still. Things will fix themselves. You know, it's the one day you don't put oil or cream on your skin after a shower. Yeah, you know what? This mask isn't easy to read. I mean, you got Neptune cloaked all over it, Pisces. You're so good at that. Okay. Why you hide your true self? The first house. Who you are, your desires, your actions. This is all about you. The first house. You. Man. Yeah. You're protecting who you really are, what you really desire, and the actions you'd like to take. You're covering them up with more monetary and physical things as opposed to spiritual and maybe heartfelt things. Yeah. You're creating, I don't know how to, like, I wouldn't know how to unprogram this. I think that's up to your angels here. Because, okay, so let's say you've experienced heartbreak, you've experienced betrayal, you've experienced, you've come as far as however far you are, and you've not found a soulmate, or you've not found a deeper spiritual path on some level for yourself. And so, okay, I mean, I just want to say that, yeah, your ideas are based on who or what is around you now or has been. But you are being told that that is just short-term thinking. I think that though that's why the barbed wire and the electric fence is around your brain on this. I feel like too, like, why should I'm hearing kind of like, why should I walk out the gate? All the other times I've walked out the gate, I have ended up in heartbreak or betrayal or... So you protect yourself like, I can't even. Okay, the first thing you have, I mean, too, and you have cloud. You have cloud here, and then you have Neptune, like all this cloud and fog. So you have, I want to say, 3 to 4 levels of protection around you. You have cloud, mist, fog. You have barbed wire. You have electric fencing. That's a 4. So you have 4. But your hand reaches out to your angel. There's a part of you, yeah, your brain is strong. You have a strong brain. I almost want to say on some level, something that has caught your angels or your spirit guides off guard getting through this. How this affects your relationships. The 6th house. As a full-time job serving, do it a little at a time. Huh. This is curious. Okay, well, in the 6th house too, I have my little cheat sheet here because service to others, day-to-day routines, health, pets. You know, actually, it's funny. Because Virgo was what I was thinking, like, part of this, it's very mercurial for one thing. And you do have in the 3rd house, like, who you really are. Mercury. And Mercury is both Gemini and Virgo. So it's almost like you have been able to pick up certain patterns in your lifetime in human behavior, situations, circumstances, and you understand them very clearly, and you understand how it all works. But it's based on what you've been through so far. And here's that Virgo picking up the pattern and really understanding, putting a puzzle together. As a full-time job, serving, do it a little at a time. I want to say too that you may have invested an awful lot of yourself into relationships in the past, like a full-time job. And serving others, being there for them. And then we get do a little at a time. Almost kind of realizing, you know what, you can't invest too much all at once because you kind of lose yourself in that. So do a little at a time. That's one level that this is coming in. The other level is, I feel like, again, your relationships, someone else had this. Was it Aquarius? Your relationships tend to be a little more like professional or work-based as a full-time job. It's not a labor of love. It's just a job. It's a full-time job. Yeah, day-to-day routines. Relationships with who you work with. This is interesting. Also related to the 6th house. Illness brought on by emotional upset and a need to help others. Yeah, see, it's kind of said that there. Like relationships before were a full-time job, constantly serving people. And now kind of stepping back and saying, I'll just do a little at a time. Advice for you, right? The 2 Pentacles and the door to romance. Oh, the North Node. Oh, boy, that card is perfect. There will be success from benefit, it says. North Node. Okay, why this is so perfect? I want to say, whatever, I don't know, your life has been up to this point, that's created some sort of factual fact in your head, like, right? It's a factual fact, the way you got that wrapped up and cloaked and protected. But you're going to the North Node. You're being asked to go to the North Node. So you're being asked to go in a completely different direction and perspective and energetic cycle than where you've been before. You may have spent the first part of your life closing off some final lessons that you may have even carried forward from a past life. So yeah, it might have been pretty heavy. But you're being told to go north, baby. North Node. Romance. 2 of Pentacles. Balance, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I like that card there for you. I don't see this being something that your angels will get through to you all at once, right? Like there's got to be a way to remove the fog, the mist that Pisces has put in there that we can't communicate to their brain. So got to figure that out. Okay, then we got that figured out. Okay, who's got something to figure out? How do we get past the electric fence here? That's the other obstacle. You literally have obstacles that your spirit guides are working at getting past to get to you. This is so unique. To get you to the North Node. To get you to see the North Node. To get you to see a new future, a new karmic destiny. Yeah, and then there's the barbed wire fence. All right. Outcome if you follow the advice. Saturn. Oh, tough shit. Oh, the maturity that brings caution regarding limits imposed. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. Your angels aren't going to play nice. They're not going to play nice, Pisces. Okay, the Hangman followed by action and Saturn. Saturn is restrictions imposed, baby. So you are gonna be shown almost by being pushed to the point where you just say, this shit, I'm going forward. But now we're gonna hold you back, almost like we're gonna hold you back to the point that you see something that you're not seeing. Like you do not have a straightforward path here. Because you have not given your spirit guides a straightforward path. Oh, I feel like a mediator that's going to get shot. The sun. Look, things will get good, but... yeah. Oh, shit. Think of Virgo underneath that. Now, it's all, there's no really reverse in these. Demonstrate, realize, act like a leader. Sun. I think you do, though. I mean, you're showing up like that. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Each step here, okay, is removing a layer of a protective barrier that you've created around a belief system that you have. You will have action. You will be shown a way forward, and you will move towards that. But it'll only, you know what, literally, I feel like this is more like restrictions that you have imposed that your angels are trying to figure out how to get through. Right? Because I said this is a 4-step plan. The fog, you have the electric fence, and then you have, oh, maybe that's 3. I'm learning to count. Electric fence, and then the barbed wire. This is just 3-step plan. So step 1, they take some kind of action here, show you something in a way that you say, oh, huh. But it's simple. Like, they know, your angels know that they are not going to break down this thinking, this idealism that you have in your head, or this belief system that you have in one go. It's small. Like, the fog is the easiest thing first. Let's bring in some warm air, a wind, a breeze, you know, action. There we go. All right. We made a little bit of progress with Pisces. All right. Hangman. Oh, no, no, look, Pisces not moving again. Yeah, we got to get rid of the electric fence. I feel like this back and forth, Hangman, back and forth, back and forth. Smurfy. I'm glad I'm not your spirit guide. Holy crap. Okay, so just so you know, I'm just doing this reading like that. I'm going to go to the extended Pisces. I'm going to use tarot and oracle deck in that. In the extended, I'm going to ask 3 primary questions. The first one is how to improve your relationships. This could be how to improve your relationship with your guides. And the next question is, what would your deeper self tell you about the mask that you wear? And then the third one is how to release your true potential. So I'm going to go do that. Thank you, Pisces. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.